Have you ever heard the term defenestration? It sounds complex, but it simply means the act of throwing someone out of a window. While it might sound comical or bizarre, defenestration has a surprisingly significant and often violent history, particularly in political contexts. Let's explore some famous historical instances and understand why this specific act became noteworthy, especially in the city of Prague. Our first stop is Prague, 1419. Tensions were high between Hussite reformers and the established Catholic authorities controlling the city. A Hussite procession, led by Jan Jalivsky, marched to the new town hall, demanding the release of Hussite prisoners held there. Negotiations failed. According to accounts, someone threw a stone from the town hall window at the procession below. Enraged, the crowd stormed the building. They found the burgomaster, the judge, and several town councilors inside. These officials were then thrown from the windows onto the spears and pikes of the crowd waiting below. This sparked the Hussite Wars. Fast forward nearly 2 centuries to 1618. Religious and political tensions were again boiling over in Bohemia, now part of the Habsburg Empire. Protestant nobles were angered by the Catholic Emperor Matthias's violation of their religious freedoms, granted previously. On May 23rd, a group of Protestant aristocrats confronted 2 imperial governors, Jaroslav Bojita of Martinitz and Willem Slavata of Chlum. The confrontation took place in the Bohemian chancellery at Prague Castle. Accusations flew and tempers flared. Finding the governors guilty of violating the letter of majesty, the Protestants seized them and their secretary, Philip Fabricius. All 3 men were thrown from a high window about 70 feet or 21 meters above the ground. Miraculously, they survived the fall. Catholic accounts claimed angels intervened. Protestants cited the pile of manure they landed in. This dramatic event is widely considered the catalyst that ignited the devastating 30 Years' War across Europe. While Prague is famous for defenestration, other historical instances exist, though less politically impactful, across different cultures and times. For example, stories from ancient Rome and biblical accounts like Jezebel sometimes feature similar acts of being thrown down. In 1922, Prague, there was another, sometimes called the Third Defenestration, though less famous and with disputed circumstances. More recently, the term auto-defenestration refers to the act of jumping or falling out of a window oneself. Today, defenestration is often used metaphorically, meaning the swift removal or dismissal of someone from a position of power. You might hear about a CEO or political leader being defenestrated after a scandal or failure, meaning they were ousted. It retains that sense of sudden, forceful removal, linking back to its dramatic historical origins. So defenestration is more than just a fancy word for throwing someone out of a window. It carries historical weight. From sparking wars in Prague to its metaphorical use today, it signifies dramatic, often politically charged removal. A reminder that sometimes political and social change can happen through the most unexpected and literal of actions.